Hello, what's up? Welcome back. I hope you guys are having a great weekend. I have quite a few Poshmark sales to ship out today, so I thought it would be good to do a ship with me video. And these are all from Friday, November 26th, which was Black Friday, and then Saturday, November 27th. So I'm just gonna jump right in because we've got quite a few to go through. So first up was this Victoria's Secret purple zip up in a size extra small. Says pink on the back. There were two things I did on Black Friday to put my closet on sale and give buyers a good deal. So the first thing I did was send out offers to likers for 40% off with discounted shipping on all the listings in my closet over 2 weeks old. So anything that had just really recently been listed, I did not send out offers on, but everything else I sent out 40% off offers. If you've watched a Ship With Me video before, you know I love a thank you card and a thank you sticker. So the second thing I did on Black Friday to generate sales was send out messages to some of my past buyers using the new My Shoppers feature on Poshmark. So it allowed me to send kind of a bulk message to past buyers, and hold on, let me tape first. Using that new My Shoppers feature, I was able to send out a message to a group of my past buyers to offer them 50% off on anything in my closet. So I just had said that if they sent me an offer for 50% off on anything, that I would accept it. So this next sale was a bodysuit. It's an H&M sparkly bodysuit, and this actually came from my personal closet. I wore this on New Year's. I think it was ringing in 2020, so a couple years ago now. But I think that's the only time I ever wore it, so it was only worn once, and it's really, really cute with this cutout in the front. So I messaged some past buyers, and it did actually like start conversations for a few. I kind of went back and forth with a few different people. It didn't lead to any sales this time around. Next time I would probably do it to more buyers, but that is okay. I had some offers that were a little bit lower than the 50%, and I was pretty like 50% was kind of like my lowest because that is quite a bit to give off, so I wasn't willing to accept anything lower than that. But I did get to talk to a few people who said they enjoy my YouTube channel, so that was really cool. Hello if you're watching. Thank you for all of your support. But yeah, I thought that was a cool feature. Let me know if you guys have used that yet. And if you have no idea what I'm talking about, let me know and I will probably include that in a video soon. But basically Poshmark has a really cool new feature that allows you to send either like offers to bundles kind of in a group or in a like bulk sending of messages or offers, or like adding things to bundles. So I think it's a really cool feature and I'm excited to play around with it more. That was my first time trying that out, so I was excited about that. And this is like what my packaging looks like. I don't know that I would use that feature very often just because I wouldn't want to like annoy anybody by messaging them on the regular, but I think every so often that would be a really nice feature to have, to just be able to kind of send out a bulk message or something like that. Alright, I'm going to tape again. So my next sale was this Eileen Fisher blouse, this light pink blouse, and this also sold on Poshmark. So like I said, these are all from Poshmark, and kind of surprisingly, because Eileen Fisher, I had 2 Eileen Fisher sales on Poshmark over the weekend, and that is really rare for me. I normally do not sell Eileen Fisher on Poshmark. It's normally on eBay, so that is, I guess, now showing me that Eileen Fisher sells on Poshmark too. But I do like picking up Eileen Fisher, and I think actually all, if not almost all, of the Eileen Fisher items I've ever thrifted to resell have sold. So I definitely think this is a good brand to pick up, in my opinion, if you are not spending that much on it. It doesn't usually sell for a ton unless it's like a jacket or something. But I do believe all of these sales are All but maybe 1 or 2 of these sales that I'm going to be shipping out today are from the 40% off offers. So if you ever want to try to really generate sales, even though 40% off is kind of a lot, as long as you're still making a profit, it can be a really nice like just boost of sales, because I think that is such a good offer that people, if they've been eyeing something in your closet, or they have a like or two on items in your closet, a 40% off offer is like, I feel like really strong. So all right, my next sale was another Eileen Fisher. This is actually the older Eileen Fisher tag, but it was this 100% organic cotton button down in this really nice pinkish red color. This was another sale from that 40% off offer. Starting this week, I'm really going to try to spend more time at the bins when I go. I normally, when I go to the bins, so I've mentioned like 10 times on here that I have to drive about an hour to get to my Goodwill bins. So normally when I go to the bins, I'm there for probably about 2 hours, but I really would like to try to go for a longer period of time when I go, just because it is such a drive to get there, and I feel like I should spend more time there so I can source more items, so I have more items to list. I always end up just like getting hungry or something and then leaving, and I'm just kind of like, okay, I'm done. But I really would like to try to go to the bins for closer to like 4 or 5 hours once a week, and I think that would help me get a lot more stuff. So I might just have to plan like to bring a lunch or something, and then just like go out to my car and eat halfway through or something, because it just feels like it's just not really worth, I'm not getting like my full worth of going to the bins, especially if that's like my main thrifting trip for the week. I'm really jealous of anybody who has a bins like really close to them, because that would be so convenient. But that's just not the case for me. And I'm lucky to even have a Goodwill bins near me, but I just need to take advantage of it more and spend more time there. Since I can't go more frequently because of the drive, I probably should just spend a little more time there. Do you guys have a Goodwill bins near you? Do you go to the bins? Or are you a regular thrift store goer? Alright, my next sale was this Zara knit forest green cardigan. I thought this was really nice, and it is kind of an older Zara tag, but it's still sold. I believe I bought this at the bins, and so I didn't spend too much on it. I'm kind of picky when it comes to Zara, just because some items don't really sell very well, so I usually do try to stick to like the newer Zara tag. Oh, I'll show you the tag. This is kind of an older tag, I think, or maybe it's just because it's the Zara knit tag, I'm not sure, but this still sold, and it's a nice like long cardigan. I really like to pick up cardigans this time of year, and this is obviously a nice kind of like holiday color. But Zara does pretty typically, for like kind of a more basic item, seem to sell around $20 in that range, so it can really be a good pickup, especially if you're buying it at a low cost. Did you guys hold any Black Friday sales? I kind of wasn't really planning on it, but then a couple days before I was like, wait, I might as well, and I'm glad I did, because that is what generated quite a few sales. And I will say also, one thing I really liked about this Black Friday sale and sending out like kind of low offers, sending out offers at like a really good deal. It didn't leave me with huge profits on any of these, but just to get some of that old inventory out is what made this so worth it for me. A lot of these items I've had for at least 6 months, so giving like a good incentive to buyers to buy really helped to just kind of like get rid of old inventory and make room for new inventory. Alright, then I sold this Hannah Anderson holiday dress in a size girls 5. This one's really cute. I didn't really know if this was going to sell, but I'm glad it did. Now that it's close to the holidays, it makes sense. that I didn't sell until now. But this was not a high price sale. I think this sold for $12. But I still made a profit on it, and so it was, I think, worth picking up. This was an older style also. I believe this was from 2014 based on the date on the tag. So it was definitely an older style, but it still sold. These are my little bit bigger pulling mailers. I do 2 sizes, you might have noticed, but these are the smaller ones, and then these are the bigger ones. These are 12 by 15, I think, and I can't think of what these are, but maybe like 10 by 13? I don't remember. But yeah, these are smaller, so for smaller items I use that. This one was a little bit bulkier, so I put it in a bigger bag. You would think I had like a big thing for flamingos with my polymailer choices. I don't know why I picked these, but I love them. They just like make me happy. Oh, I had my first, I sent the wrong pair of jeans to the wrong buyer. I swapped 2 people's pair of jeans. So that was the first time that happened, and it unfortunately took a while for both to send back, but eventually they did, and I was able to get that all sorted. Alright, next was this Hey Jude Beatles mock neck tank top. This was another bins item. It's like the softest material pretty much ever, and this was one of those items that after I picked it up and listed it, or looked into it and then listed it, I kind of was like, I don't know why I grabbed this. It's not any notable brand. I just think I was drawn to it because of the Beatles lyrics on it. So this was not a great sale, but it did sell, and it did leave me with a little profit. So at least it didn't I didn't lose money on it or anything. But I have to get better about making smarter choices at the thrift store and not always making emotional choices, because I think sometimes I just pick something up because it is somehow sentimental to me, or I just am attached to it or drawn to it, but it's I don't really, it doesn't necessarily need to come home with me, and I don't necessarily need to sell it. Alright, next was this Coffee and Cuddles crew neck fuzzy sweatshirt, and this is from the brand Love to Lounge. This was my first time grabbing an item from this brand, and it didn't retail for much. I mostly just picked it up for style. I don't know, I just think when stuff has cute sayings and words on it, I sometimes will grab them. This might not have been the best pickup again, but it sold and it left me with a profit. But it's really, really soft and cozy. It kind of looks like a terry cloth, but it feels much softer than that. But again, not a crazy good brand, not one I would say be on the lookout for, but just one I happened to grab one day at the bins. So also, this was my first full year of thrifting to resell. I had kind of done it a little bit previously, or would sell stuff from my own closet, but this was a huge learning year for me as far as learning what to pick up, what not to pick up. Even a few of the items from this sold group of items were from kind of towards the beginning of the year, which is when I really started thrifting to resell. So some of these I spent too much on for what they were worth, and that was especially before I was going to the Goodwill outlet. So I would spend $8 or $9 on a shirt that really only sold for $15. So after, platform fees and all that, it ended up making me lose money or make $1 maybe. So this year was a huge learning curve for me as far as which brands to grab, which kind of items. So I'm really looking forward to actually next year, moving into the new year and feeling I have a better grasp on things. Will you guys let me know down in the comments how long you've been thrifting to resell? Because I'm sure a lot of you have been doing it for much, much longer than I have. I would still consider myself quite new. In these last 6 months or so though, I definitely have started to gain a lot of knowledge, and a lot of it is from watching other YouTubers, resellers, Jack and Ryan are two that I like owe a lot to. I feel like I've learned so much from them. Same with Mackenzie. I like watching their like what sold videos and stuff like that. So anyone who is new and you're kind of in the same boat that I am in, there's so much to learn like from other people who have been doing it longer. So I think there's so much value in that, and I just want to say thank you for anybody who makes videos. It's really helpful, and so I hope to be doing the same thing for you guys. Alright, my next sale was this BDG jean mini skirt. It still has my inventory label on it. And if you didn't see this video, I posted this a little while back, but it kind of was my like updating my inventory system video. And I moved to these like letter number bins for all like pants, jeans, skirts, shorts, and like smaller accessories like beanies and stuff. And I love that system. I think it's been really helpful for me, so feel free to check that out if you are looking to update your inventory system if you're still newer. I also wanted to mention I have like about 180 to 220 active listings at all times, so my inventory is still relatively small. I just wanted to mention that. I know a lot of resellers have like 600, 800 items, which is like insane and awesome. But for me, still being newer, it's still smaller, and I just think it's more manageable. I would like to get to closer to 300 or 400 items, just because more items listed means more sales. So I would really like to work on growing my closet more. So in the new year, I definitely would like to grow my closet a bit more, and part of that will be from just spending more time at the thrift store or at the bins when I go. Alright, then my next sale was this pair of Judy Blue skinny jeans, and this was my first time finding this brand, and I was very pleasantly surprised to see how quickly it sold. I feel like I just bought these within the last month or so, so that was definitely a good pickup. And they sold, I think, right around $30, maybe $27. So a nice solid profit. I found these at the actual thrift store, not at the bins. So I can't remember off the top of my head how much I paid for them, but I think it was maybe like $7.99. So still a good profit there. And just seeing how quickly they flipped is reason enough for me to want to pick up Judy Blue when I find them moving forward. So I definitely think that's a good brand to be on the lookout for, just based on my one experience so far. So then my last sale was this pair of Madewell pumps, and these are just super cute. I had them listed at $60 and then they ended up selling for $40. So that was a really good one. I think everything other than these pumps were Black Friday sales. So that was a really solid amount of sales on Black Friday. It was more than I was expecting. And I think some people got really good deals on some of that stuff, and I still made a profit, so that is a win-win. These Madewell pumps I bought at the thrift store, and it was so worn out on the bottom, just where it says Madewell, that I don't think it was obvious what they were, but I took a close look and saw that they were Madewell. And they're just really nice with this wooden block heel. In great condition. So for shoes, to ship out shoes, I use this size priority mailbox. And for anybody who doesn't know, you can get these for free at the post office, or you can order them and they'll bring them to you. So I like to ship them out in these shoe boxes, and then I just wrap them individually in tissue paper. And then I'll just stuff in a couple pieces on top just to help them not slide around so much. Alright, and that is it. That is all my sales from Friday and Saturday. Let me know down below if you guys have used that new My Shoppers feature. I'm really curious how you're using that, if you have, if you've even heard of it. I just found out about it like a week or two ago, so it's all new to me. I'm going to play around with it, and I'll keep you guys posted on what I end up doing with that feature, but definitely let me know if you have used it and what your experience is so far. Thank you guys for shipping with me today. It actually helped it go by way quicker than it normally goes. And hit that subscribe button if you're not already. I am trying to get to 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year. It's a little bit of a reach, but I hope I can do it. So please help me out if you can and hit that subscribe button if you enjoy content from me. If you keep coming back and you're already subscribed, thank you so much. I really, really do appreciate you. And if you enjoy this video, please don't forget to leave a like down below. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.